Chosen vessels, what's the deal? It's Druuill. You already know I'm back at you again with another video. Shout out to the galactic family. Shout out to each and every chosen vessel. Smash that like button, hit that share button, and don't forget to subscribe right now. And shout out to the Druuill Nation. Let's get started, shall we? Here we go. The only place poverty exists is in your mind. Don't let outward appearances make you think otherwise. Your life may not be displaying to you how you feel about yourself. The one thing, which would be the worst thing for you to do, is to agree with the negativity of your situation. When you agree with the negativity in your situation, you're solidifying that. You're telling God that this is what you're okay with. You're telling God that I don't want anything better in life. I'll settle for less. I'll deal with everything that I have right here and right now, not accepting anything better, not knowing that my life can change, not knowing that I could create my own reality and turn my life into whatever it is I want it to turn into. You can't let appearances distract you and be an obstruction to your view. Whenever something is an obstruction to your view, it's in the way. It's blocking you from seeing your path. Anything that is an obstruction is in the way. It's a roadblock. All right. That when they have people who are working and they say workers ahead, that's an obstruction. All right. When something is in your way and you can't see, that's an obstruction. Don't let negativity be an obstruction to your view. Don't let the fact that you have X amount of dollars in your bank account be an obstruction to your view of how much wealth you see for yourself. You cannot base your faith off of appearances. Faith is very powerful. And whether you tell yourself that you're not wealthy or you tell yourself that you are both correct. You are correct. That's why the Bible says when 2 or 3 come in his name, or when 2 or 3 agree, the 2 or 3 that agree are yourself. You, yourself, your conscious mind, your subconscious mind, they have to all be in agreement. So that way you could become a vibrational match for what it is that you desire in your desired reality. People think that because you don't have something, you're never going to have it. Shame on them. And if that's how their mind works, that's just how they think. That's how their mind works. You can't base your faith off of your appearances, or you can't base your faith off of the thoughts, views, or opinion of others. Other people's thoughts and opinions will weigh you down if you entertain them. If you let them enter your spirit, if you let what they say enter your mind, and if you agree with it, if you accept it instead of reject it, then you're going to have that whatever you accepted, even though it wasn't from you, they may have told you something about yourself. You may be thinking something positively about you, and here they come to try to change your mind. They come to try to obstruct your view because they're trying to change your view. There are people out there, these narcissists, they want to control you. They don't want to just control what you do. They want to control how you do it, how you view yourself, how you see yourself. They want to control how you think about yourself, how you think about your life. They are primarily negative And if you aren't in the club of negativity, if you aren't in the club of despair and hopelessness and tragedy and financial downfalls, then they're going to try to implant in your mind the thoughts that they want you to think. They want you to think a certain way because it makes them feel better about who they are, and it makes them more comfortable with themselves, with the person that they are. When people don't strive for greatness and when people don't go to make achievements, when people do, the people who people who feel that they deserve more out of life but aren't going after it, and they're the type of people that say, why should he have all that money? Why should she have all that money? Those types of people are the jealous types. They don't understand money, and they don't understand how to get money besides through the conventional ways: working for someone, um, having a job, working for somebody else's business. There are people who go out into the world and they create things. There are people who have an entrepreneurial mindset. There are people who have a ingenuitive mindset where they could create. They think about things. They see, how can I make money off of this? They look for ways to make profit. They look for ways to advance financially. So if you are looking to create something and make money and have something for yourself, that way to where you can live the life that you want, you can be prosperous, you can have prosperity, you're going to have to start working on your mind, and you're going to have to get all the appearances of what may seem to be out of the way. What things seem to be, that's basing things off of what you see. All right. Whatever things seem, that may be what things look like. It may seem that you're not rich. It may seem like you don't have um, you don't have it all together. But I guarantee you, if you work on your mind will bring everything together, and your mind will bring everything that you need into your life and into your reality for you to be the best version of yourself, for you to be in your desired reality. Your mind will draw things to it to create it. It will draw people to it. It will draw opportunities to it. You attracted me to you by finding this video. So just like you attracted this video, you will attract everything in your life that you desire. What you desire has a desire for you as well. That's why you don't have to go out and rob somebody for you to eat. That's why you don't have to go out and harm someone or cause them a body cause them bodily harm or a bodily injury for you to come up in the world. There are some people who think that, but they're ignorant to the truth. They're ignorant to the fact that I don't have to step on someone to succeed. I don't have to bring you down to feel better about myself. When people will bring you down to feel better about themselves, it shows that they are operating, they're thinking, they're believing from a very dark place. And they're not coming from a place of love. They're not coming from a place of success in their mind. They're coming from a place of lack. They're not thinking with an abundance mindset. An abundance mindset tells you that there's enough out there for yourself. There's enough out there for everyone. There's enough out there for everyone to be successful in one way, form, shape, or another. It just depends on what success is to you. Success to somebody, or being rich to somebody, may be average size house on 100 acres, look like look like a plot of land in Oklahoma somewhere or something. Or look like somebody got a yard so big you could find oil on the property, one of those yards. And it might just be a little country truck. Shout out to everybody driving a little country truck. That might be successful or rich to somebody. Who is someone else to determine how you view yourself? But that is the audacity of the world mind. The world mind is operating off how it's programmed. When you are not in that program, when you see yourself better than the world sees you, the world is going to say, hey, we see you climbing up that mountain. We're going to bring you back down, back here with us. So that way you can suffer too. Because we can't suffer the sight of someone that was just in the same position as me, changing their life from yesterday to then it and making it being different today. They can't stand you changing your life from where it was yesterday, bringing it to a whole new different place today. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to be transforming your life with the power of your mind. All right. And that's why poverty only exists in your mind. Being broke is an illusion, it's not real. We live in an abundance world. There's never ending resources, never ending supply. Gold, gold deposits are always popping up, forming in the earth due to the way the earth is made, minerals, um, precious rubies, stones, metals. The world is always growing. It's always evolving. It's always pushing out new minerals. It's always pushing out more substance to be used by the people who inhabit it. So if you don't see the world ever running out of resources, then how are you going to run out of resources? They will try to program you with a mindset of lack. If this country is doing bad, they say the world's doing bad. If Wall Street's not doing good, they say you're not doing good. You can't agree with what the news says when it comes to poverty or being broke or not having enough. I saw an article the other day. It said somebody's running out of money. I said, well, God bless them because it ain't me. Poverty exists only in your mind. If you think that you are poor and you think you are destined to live a life that's less than what you're worth or what you deserve, and you actually believe that due to some circumstance that you are bound and kept and trapped in that reality of having less, of having little, of not having enough, that's where you're going to stay stuck. If you are stuck mentally, then you are going to be stuck physically. It doesn't matter how stuck you may seem, or doesn't matter how stuck things appear to be. If you will free your mind, then your behind will follow shortly after. All right. So all you have to do is keep working on your thoughts. What are you thinking? What are you telling yourself? Are you agreeing with people to please them? Are you agreeing with others just for the mere sake of having a conversation? A lot of these conversations, people will trap you into talking, accepting, and now believing the opposite of the type of person that they know you are. A lot of people are trapping you in these conversations. They know you're positive. They know you don't think a certain way. So the evil in them has to test how you feel about yourself and how you view yourself. They have to come in your reality into your world and spread negativity because it's a part of their agenda to try to stop you from eradicating all these negative thoughts from your mind. So when you start to work on yourself, when you start to work on your mind, when you start to believe in yourself and start to motivate others to do the same, there's going to be some flack that you can catch for that. But put down that mitt. Don't put down your hand when they try to make you catch that flack. All right, you should be picking up your hand to catch some money so you can have some money. You should be picking up your hand to catch a money mindset. It's all about developing your mindset and attracting money. It's all about excuse me. It's all about magnetizing yourself for money. It's all about magnetizing your mind for money. Whatever a person sows, so shall you also reap. If you every day are sowing thoughts of prosperity in your mind and uprooting, uplifting all the negative thoughts about your success, about prosperity, about money, about wealth, about being rich, if you are taking away all those negative thoughts and all those negative feelings, you are now creating space for you to catch hold of the proper feeling and the right idea. If you have the right idea about money, money will have the right idea about you. It will always continuously forever be circulating into your life. You have to find the right way to think that's going to benefit you the best so you can get the best results out of life. People see that you think different. Trust me. They know what you're posting. They're watching what you're writing on your page. They're watching what you're doing. When you are mysterious and you keep your business away from other people, they have to try to find things out about you. So keep your business to yourself and keep your money making ideas to yourself. If other people know that you think a certain way, you have nothing to prove. When they try to trap you in certain conversations and or when they try to say certain things to make you feel a certain way, just know that they're doing that on purpose. Their words, their actions, their deeds have zero power over you. What you think about yourself and your life, that's where the power lies. There's no power outside yourself except within your very own mind, even when it comes down to prosperity. That's why poverty only exists in the mind. People think they're broke, so they're broke. People think that they're poor, so they're poor. There's nothing against poor people, but you just have to refuse to associate with them. Not talking about not speaking to them, but don't associate yourself with poverty. Don't associate yourself with not having enough. You need to associate yourself with being rich because that's what Warren Buffett is doing. That's what people who have money, people who are born into money, are associated with being rich. When you see somebody driving a nice car and it's a younger person, look like a 16, 17-year-old, and they're in a big old Benz, as soon as you see them, you're like, oh, that person's got some money. Regardless of how you look, regardless of how you may appear to yourself or others, you need to create that same feeling that you have for other successful people with money. You need to create that same feeling in yourself. But people don't understand how to manipulate energy. They call you a conspiracy theorist, they call you crazy, they disregard what you say because it's smarter than the information that they would normally take in. And because they don't understand where you're coming from, they have to kill it. They have to shoot it down. They have to bring you down to make themselves feel better. So don't worry about naysayers. Don't worry about outward appearances. Don't let anything make you think otherwise than that you are already rich. You're already successful. See big blocks of money in your hand. Feel the paper dollars in your hand. Feel how it would feel to have enough money in your bank account for you to never have to work a job again. You have to use your mind. You have to visualize. You have to see yourself, and this is a form of prayer. You have to close your eyes, see yourself in the reality that you would want for yourself to help you create the feeling of being in that reality. You're not you're not living in a fairy tale land. You're not merely just imagining things. You're using your imagination to program your mind to get you comfortable with the idea of you having the life that you desire. You're using your mind to take your mind off of the appearances and for you to see your mind living in its desired reality. Despite what is going on around you, you could be living in a whole different world in your mind, and you don't have to be crazy to do that. But you have to be crazy to do that, if that makes sense. You have to be crazy enough to get what you want. You have to try things. You have to believe people who are already rich and successful and listen to what they say and how they went about going after health, wealth, success, and prosperity. And if you're able to find truth in it, and if you're able to find, especially if you could find truth in what they're saying, if you could find God in what they're saying, and if what they're saying is resonating with you, and it doesn't sound like mumbo jumbo, it doesn't sound like somebody's just trying to say something to you to get your money or scam you. This is actually some real deal Holyfield science, mind science, that you can use to transform your life. But most people aren't into transforming their life. Most people are into being complainers. Most people are into having a broke self identity. Most people have already associated themselves with being broke and being in poverty, and they refuse to change. It's not your fault. You have nothing against them. You Just know that there's more to life, and that whatever you want, you can get out of life, despite what your life looks like, despite where you work, despite how much money you make, despite what people think about you, despite how people view you, despite how people see you. Poverty only exists in the mind, and it's an illusion. You live in a world where everything is abundant, never ending this, never ending that. You have to see your money as if you went to the ocean with a bucket. If you took as many buckets out the ocean of water as you could, would the ocean be missing any water? No, it would not. That's why you affirm that I am grabbing as I am, how's the affirmation go? I am surrounded by an ocean of wealth, and I draw from this ocean of wealth all the wealth that I need. You need to constantly affirm that, because you're letting your mind know subconsciously that money is infinite, your money is infinite, and your money is never running out, because money is never running out. They tell you it doesn't grow on trees, but they're printing it with paper. All right, we've been hoodwinked, we've been bamboozled, we've been lied to about money and how to think about it. You are not broke if you don't think you are. I don't care if you only have 2 pennies to rub together. You are rich in heaven. You have riches in heaven. Do not storeth your riches here on earth, where moth and dust doth corrupt. You want to store your riches in heaven with God, with the Father. You have to have your riches in your mind. If you don't have riches in your mind, even if you get riches in this reality, it will deteriorate. It will fall out of your hands. You will go broke, because you don't have a money consciousness. People hit the lottery, they get paid, and then they end up going broke, because they don't have a money consciousness. They don't have the consciousness to keep money continuously coming into their life, appearing into their life, and flowing into their life. Once you see money as like a bill, you'll be rich. Bills always come in. Bills never stop coming. How come you can understand that and accept that fact, but the thing you need to pay the bill with, you won't transfer that same energy into that. Money is always coming into my life. Just like just like you always have to pay bills, you always have to accept more money coming into your life. You really do. Think about it. If you will accept the idea of bills continuously coming into your life, why not accept the idea of money continuously coming into your life? It's the same principle, just with a different mindset for a different reality. You're accepting that something will come into your life and keep taking from you, but you won't be accepting of an infinite God that loves you and that wants to continuously keep blessing you. Why not focus on a God that wants to continuously keep blessing you? God wants you to have enough money to pay your bills. He wants you to have enough money to meet your needs. And he doesn't want you to have to suffer to go about getting that. That's why he gave you a mind. You're supposed to use your mind and be a creator and make the reality that you want, so that way you can live in it. But it all starts with getting all the negative thoughts about yourself, about your money, about your finances out of your mind. You have to have the right idea about money, and you have to have a love for money. People say it's wrong to love money, but it's not, because if you hate it, you're not going to be able to attract it. We've been lied to, we've been hoodwinked, we've been bamboozled. Money is just an energy. You're supposed to love money. Whether you tell yourself, I don't love money, you love getting paid every week. You love seeing that those monies in your bank account. You love being able to go out and buy something new. You love being able to treat yourself to a nice dinner, a nice new pair of shoes, a nice coat, some nice clothes, a new house. I know you love to treat yourself to a new house. So in order to attract money and get that money feeling, you have to love it. Because whether or not you know it or not, you love getting paid. You may not love going to work, but you love getting that check every couple weeks or every whatever. You love getting paid. You have to not lie to yourself, because if you lie to yourself, you're not going to keep it real with yourself, and that's going to keep you real trapped in this matrix. So keep it real with yourself. What do you want? What do you love? You love money. Don't lie. You can love God and love money. He's not going to punish you for loving money. God doesn't want to punish you. He wants to bless you continuously and endlessly. All right. So if you let poverty exist in your mind, then you're going to have poverty in life. If you let being broke live in your mind, you're going to be broke in your life. All right. People may look at you like you don't have anything, but all the people who aren't, or who all the people who are looking at you like you don't have anything, you're going to surpass them. You're gonna blow right past them, and they know it. That's why they have to take out how they feel on you, because they know one day you're gonna be rich off on an island, enjoying yourself, enjoying your wealth, enjoying your riches, and they're gonna have to sit and deal with the fact that you were telling the truth. You're rich, and the devil will use people to try to make you think otherwise. He'll use the news, he'll use messages, he'll use people in your everyday travel. People are controlled and people are possessed, and they don't know what they're doing. They're being used by familiar spirits. So when you're trying to break generational curses, when you're trying to see yourself out of poverty, here come the negative naysayers. Oh, you know you're broke. Oh, you know you're poor. Oh, you don't have this, you don't have that. We need more money. We need this and that. All you know how to use your mind, so where you don't have those thoughts, to where you're not attracting that energy. People may have a better position, they may have a better job, they may have more money, but they're not going to be able to elevate past that position, because the thoughts that they're thinking, you about to fly past a lot of people, because it's your time. All your affirmations, all the new mindsets that you created for yourself, they opened up new doors to new realities for you. You may not see it, but that door is open. You're just not up close front to the door yet. You just have to keep working and keep affirming and keep believing and keep seeing yourself being the one who is the person that you would wish to be. You keep seeing yourself with money. You keep seeing that money in your mind. You keep seeing yourself with it. Keep seeing yourself enjoying it. Keep seeing yourself using the money, enjoying the money, going on vacations, taking trips, buying cars, buying clothes, enjoying it, enjoying your life, enjoying God's green earth, obeying God more and blessing God more, and praying to Him more and being able to bless other people more. The more whatever you see for yourself is what you're going to create. You have to create the outward experience from the inward experience. Whatever you're experiencing inwardly, you're going to experience that outwardly. All right, find me somebody who's rich and successful, and you find somebody who knows that they are rich and successful in their mind. That's how people lose things and they get them back. You take some of these rich people, they may lose it all, they can get it back just like that, because they still have the consciousness of wealth. They know how to, they learned and they know how to attract money in their life. People don't understand the law of attraction. It's like physics to them, or it's like some type of rocket science. It's just mind science. Nothing difficult, easy concepts to grasp. You just have to keep going over them until they sink in. People will say that I'm rich one time. It doesn't work like that. These are things you have to suppress and press against your subconscious mind. You have to plant this seed. If you plant a seed in the dirt and don't water it, what's going to happen? Nothing. When you plant the seed in your mind of I am rich, you have to keep watering it every day by repeating and affirming and feeling and thinking and eliminating any thoughts that don't coincide with that affirmation. So if you're not letting your appearances get to you, if you're not letting naysayers get to you, God bless you. You have some money coming to you. You're next in line to be rich. You're going to break generational curses. And after you break those generational curses, you are going to have a breakthrough. So keep breaking through, keep reaching towards the mark, keep pressing forward, keep staying positive, keep eliminating those negative thoughts about health, money, finances, success. So that way you'll be able to be blessed, and you'll be too blessed to be stressed. because you know how relaxed you feel when you have a whole lot of money. All right, just the feel that relaxation feeling from all that money. When you have a lot of money, you can just go, even when you have the idea and the thought and the feeling, you can do that. You can just go, feels so good. Your mind can't tell the difference when you visualize and see things for yourself, whether you have it physically or you don't. When you think and see yourself in your mind as rich, your mind can't tell the difference between you not being rich in real life, in this reality. And that's how the opportunities come. But everyday person's not going to study that. They're not going to know that. So that's why you have to disregard outward appearances, disregard naysayers, and disregard poverty if it's in your mind. You have to kick it out. You have to replace poverty with prosperity. You have to replace being broke with being rich. You have to replace being poor with being wealthy. And as soon as you start to continue to think these thoughts, your life is going to change. You can't think a certain way for a whole 24, 25 years and think that just because you've done something for a month or you're thinking something new for a few weeks that things are going to change. All right, you have to continuously work your mind, and you have to continuously sow seeds of prosperity, sow positive seeds, uplift the negative seeds, and you have to keep working on your mind until that image, until that thought, until that idea is pressed into your mind and it becomes your consciousness. It's called reprogramming your mind. You have to reprogram your mind. TV has done a number on us. The news has done a number on us. The world mind has done a number on us. We have to redial that number and tell them that, yo, we don't want nothing to do with this no more. Click. I'm done with this mess of being broke, of being poor, of thinking that way. If you think like a poor person and think like a broke person, how can you not be such? So I'd like to thank everybody for watching this video. All right, thank you for allowing me to discuss this topic with you. I know this is a very touchy subject because money is a touchy subject, but it doesn't have to be. You don't have to feel bad about money. If you feel bad about talking about money, it's because you have some inner conflicts about money that you have to uproot, replace, and never speak like that, never think like that ever again. So it's all about working on your mind. Keep working on your mind. Keep ignoring what you see. Keep ignoring how you feel. Don't let feelings get in the way. Tell your feelings how to feel. Tell your thoughts what to think. I feel like money. If you don't feel like money, keep saying it until you do. I'd like to thank everybody for watching this video. Smash that like button, smash that share button, and don't forget to subscribe. Shout out to all the new subscribers. Welcome to the channel. Have fun. God bless everybody. All right, if you love God, and if you, there's nothing wrong with you loving money. God wants you to love money. He created it. It's an energy. God knew that we were going to need money. God knew that we were going to have forms of trade, forms of finance. Money is not bad. Money is wonderful stuff. All right. Everybody in the comment section put money is wonderful stuff. So that way you can attract some new blessings and have some new money and some more money coming into your life. Shout out to the chosen vessels. Salute to the Druuill Nation. And what up, Galactic family? I'll talk to y'all later. Druuill out.